There are tons of marketing strategies you can use to market a small business. It all depends on the business itself, what types of products you want to market, and if it is a local business or an international business. It even depends on the owner's availability to create content or whatever it takes to bring his company to the next level. There is no defined rule for creating a marketing strategy. So instead of making a list of tools, traffic sources, landing page software, social networks you should be posting content on, I want to make real examples and case studies of my clients' businesses. In this video, I want to share one marketing strategy I used to get clients for a professional based in Milan, in Italy. Dr. Carlo Guidarelli helps people to avoid hair loss and promote hair regrowth. Today, Carlo gets clients for his profession daily in a completely automated way. Let me explain the complete strategy and how it works. My name is Max Cecco and I help you become a high-paid infopreneur by sharing my 12-year knowledge and experience helping professionals and small business owners create their personal brand online and sell information products and services. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest you subscribe right now and turn the notification on. If you tap on the like button, you will contribute to spreading my message to people like you. So, thank you. To explain the big picture behind this strategy, I want to share with you 5 simple steps to let you understand how the process works and the decisions I made to realize this marketing strategy. Step number 1: understanding clients' needs. This step is fundamental to define the entire marketing strategy. You need to understand what the client wants, what he wants to sell, a product or a service, and his marketing awareness. For instance, in the first call, I want to know if he is starting from scratch, if he has some experiences in marketing, if he is willing to share his knowledge and experience on social networks, and so on. Based on the first basic interview, I can identify the correct strategy to market his product or service. In the case of Dr. Carlo Guidarelli, he didn't know anything about how to market his profession online. He wasn't available to make video content and he didn't want to create videos to market his profession. The starting point was practically close to zero. He simply told me that he was looking to get clients for his profession, a local business based in Milan. He didn't have a website but an intense desire to develop a marketing process to get clients to buy his service. This was the starting point. Step number 2: defining the service and the offer. In this second step, my primary goal was to understand his business, how it works, the problems he was capable of fixing, how much he charged for his service, and so on. For this specific reason, I invested about 10 hours with him to answer 3 crucial questionnaires that I've mentioned multiple times on this YouTube channel. Number 1, the ideal client. Number 2, the service and offer creation. And number 3, the story behind the product. You can watch these 3 different videos from my copywriting playlist, in which I guide you on how to answer these questions in order to get all the information you need to sell a product or a service. I put the link in the description below this video. Get this information is crucial for 3 main reasons. Number 1, before defining the perfect marketing strategy, you need to understand the market, the product, the brand positioning, and the offer. Without this information, you can't sell a product or a service effectively and adequately. Number 2, once you have understood the market, you can check the competition online, how they are communicating, what they are selling, and the price of their products and services and their positioning as well. And number 3, once you have collected all this information, you can create the right communication, brand positioning, and offer to sell a product or a service in a better way. As I told you before, Carlo started from scratch even because he didn't have a website. And bear with me till the end of this video. From the next step, you will understand the best part of the strategy. Step number 3, designing the website and communication. This step is where I put in place most of the marketing strategy. I want to be straightforward in describing the most important sections. Brand positioning. Carlo is the specialist in hair growth, even because he has many credentials and has been on the market since 1982. I created a website to give him the proper authority, but at the same time, I made things simple. The website has been constructed around a specific topic, hair growth, even if Carlo has different expertise. Indeed, he is a dermatologist. As you can see, the website is structured like a simple landing page. The goal is to guide the potential client to a specific process that is called funnel marketing. Once the potential client lands on the home page, Carlo empathizes with the prospect and then pushes the prospect to identify the gender. The reason is simple: the pains, problems and aspirations are different if you are a man or a woman. Personalized communication is demanded. Once the prospect clicks on the right button, he or she lands on the specific sales page in which Carlo describes the concerns and the solution he provided to fix the problem. At the end of the sales page, there is a web form. Carlo prefers speaking directly with the potential customer to better understand his or her needs before closing the sale. Now, I want to tell you something about the offer. The first appointment in Carlo's studio is not free. The client has to invest $200 for the first check and to define a specific cure based on the client's needs. The lesson I want you to focus on is that Carlo could spend the entire $200 to acquire a new client. If he spends less than $200 on acquiring a new client, he is making a profit, even if the client refuses to buy the complete treatment. Then, after the first check on Carlo's studio, the client can invest up to $3,000 in the service. The lifetime value of a new client is a minimum of $3,200. This is a great starting point when you plan paid advertising. Step number 4. Marketing automation. This process is easy to understand. Indeed, there is not much automation involved in this marketing strategy because Carlo is not selling an online course. In this specific case, the marketing automation starts when the prospect fills in the form to book an appointment. Once the potential client fills in the form, he receives an email confirmation. The client doesn't pay anything upfront. He pays $200 when he decides to come to Carlo's studio in Milan. On the flip side, every time a potential customer fills in the form, Carlo receives an email notification to call the prospect on the phone. Step number 5. Paid ads, Google Ads. Since this is a local business, we decided to use Google Paid Ads in order to advertise the business around 80 kilometers from Milan. But there is another reason why I choose to use Google Search Network. People are looking for a solution to the problem Carlo can fix. For instance, people type on Google these words: hair loss treatment Milan, hair loss in women, and so on. I want you to understand that there is conscious research on Google every single month from people who want to fix this problem. Google is the perfect tool to use if someone is searching for fixing a problem and you provide an immediate solution. At the same time, we could have used even Facebook ads, but the marketing strategy to bring people to visit the website would be completely different. Indeed, when people are on Facebook, they are not looking for a specific solution. You need to use interrupting marketing to stop people scrolling. In this case, the best solution is to use videos, but Carlo isn't willing to create videos to sponsor his profession. This is the reason why he didn't create free content to reinforce his brand, but it would have been the best solution. With this simple marketing strategy, Carlo generated 3 clients a day for less than $100 each. Not so bad. Before ending this video, I highly recommend to invest your time to create a strong brand positioning before advertising your products or services. Indeed, brand positioning guides all your marketing efforts and determines your advertising campaign's success. If you don't have any idea how to do it, I urge you to watch this video. 3-step strategy to create an effective brand positioning. In today's economy, creating an effective brand positioning strategy is fundamental whether you are a professional or a small business owner or a content creator that wants to differentiate from the others in the same field of competency. So, watch it now.